Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundarya Lahari, explanation of verse 9. Mahi Moola Dhare Kamapi Manipure Hutavaham Sthitam Swadhishthane Hridi Marutamakasha Mupari Manopi Bhru Madhye Sakalamapi Bhitva Kulapatham Sahasrare Padme Saha Rahasi Patya Viharase. Verse 6 of Soundarya Lahari explained how the weak Manmatha with weaker ally and powerless weapons could conquer the entire world simply through the blessings of Ambigai. Ambal's Swarupa Varnanai, the beautiful description of her form, was detailed in verse 7. The 8th verse describes Ambal's abode in detail. Right in the middle of Sudha Sindhu, the supreme ocean of Amrita, Mani Dvipam, at the center of the celestial garden made of Kalpa Vrikshas, divine trees, there is the fabulously effulgent Chintamani jewel-built home in the middle, of which there is a Trikona or triangular cot on which Paramashiva rests along with you, Ambigai. The experience of floating on the soft waves of Jnanananda, the bliss of ecstatic wisdom, only a handful and glorious devotees could ever vision that panoramic vista. Verse 9 describes how Shakti passes through the various chakras in one's body and finally unites with Sadashiva in the Sahasrara Chakra. Let us look at the Padachedam and then detailed explanation. Mahim Moola Dhare Kamapi Manipure Hutavaham Sthitam Swadhishthane Hridi Marutam Akasham Upari Manaha Api Bhru Madhye Sakalam Api Bhitva Kulapatham Sahasrare Padme Saha Rahasi Patya Viharase. The 9th verse describes the chakras residing in the body and the relation between chakras and the Panchabhutas, the 5 elements. The 6th chakra relates to mind and Sahasrara described as the union of Shakti and Shiva. The 6 chakras, Mooladharam, Swadhishtanam, Manipuram, Anahatam, Vishuddha Chakram, Agnya Chakram, Sahasraram. Mahim Moola Dhare, the 4-petaled lotus yogic chakra, relates to the level of consciousness corresponding to earth, the element earth, Bholokam, residing in the Mooladharam as the earth element. Kamapi Manipure, correspondingly the water element in Manipura, the 10-petaled lotus yogic chakra, the level of consciousness corresponding to Suvarlokam. Hutavaham, the fire element. Sthitam Swadhishthane, the fire element present in Swadhishthanam, the 6-petaled lotus yogic chakra, or the level of consciousness corresponding to Bhuvarlokam, the earth element in Mooladharam, the water element in Manipuram, and the fire element in Swadhishthanam. Continuing the chakras from the bottom to top, Hridi Marutam, Akasham Upari. Hridi Marutam, Hridi, the Anahata Chakram, which is the 12-petaled lotus yogic chakram, and the level of consciousness corresponding to Maharlokam. And above the space element, Akasham Upari, the 16-petaled lotus yogic Vishuddhi Chakram, or the level of consciousness corresponding to Tapar Lokam. Mooladharam, the earth, Manipuram, water, Swadhishthanam, fire, Anahatam, air, and Vishuddhi, the space. All these 5 chakras relate to the 5 elements. The 6th element, which is the mind, Manaha Api, Bhru Madhye. Manaha, the mind element, 2-petaled lotus yogic Agnya Chakram, the controlling chakram, and the level of consciousness corresponding to Janar Lokam, located between the eyebrows, Bhru Madhye. In fact, the word eyebrow came from the Sanskrit origin Bhru. Sakalam Api Bhitva. Sakalam, all, Bhitva, having passed through. How does the Shakti pass through? Kulapatham, via the Kulapatha, or the Sushumna Nadi, as the subtle Kundalini Shakti. Sahasrare Padme, the Shakti passes through the Kulapatha, the Sushumna Nadi, and reaches Sahasraram, the 1000-petaled lotus, the level of consciousness corresponding to Satyalokam. And in the Sahasraram, the 1000-petal lotus, Ambal, Saha Rahasi Patya Viharase. She resides Patya Saha with her consort Sadashiva. And how does she reside? Rahasi, in a secret manner. Viharase, she playfully or sportingly resides secretly in the Sahasrara Padmam along with the consort Mahadeva. Mahim Moola Dhare Kamapi Manipure Hutavaham, the earth element in Mooladharam, the water element in Manipuram, and the fire element. Sthitam Swadhisthane Hriti Marutam Akasham Upari, the fire element present in Swadhisthana, the air element in the Anahata heart, above the space element, which is the Vishuddhi Chakra. Manaha Api Bhru Madhye Sakalam Api Bhitva, the mind element between the brows, having passed through all. Kulapatham Sahasrare Padme Saha Rahasi Patya Viharase, via the Kulapatha Sushumna Nadi, the subtle Kundalini Shakti, in the 1000-petal lotus, along with the consort Sadashiva, Mahadeva, Ambal, sports in a secret manner. Having passed through all the chakras via the Kulapatha, the earth in Mooladhara, water in Manipura, fire in Swadhisthana, air in heart, Anahata, and space in Agnya, the mind residing between the brows, Ambal, sports in secret with her consort, right in the middle of the 1000-petaled Sahasrara lotus. Ambal resides in the Mooladhara chakra, which is the Kundalini. Penetrating through the Brahma Granthi, or the barrier of Brahma, she enables devotees practicing yoga to be conscious while awake. Then a devotee is facilitated to vision Devi in Manipura. Further, a devotee has to pierce through the Vishnu Granthi, or the Vishnu knot, where the yogi becomes unconscious and his body and thoughts are felt irrelevant. In the Agnya Chakra state, the yogi loses his identity. While breaking the Rudra Granthi, the yogi attains cosmic reality And finally, in Sahasrara, the yogi is stated to seek salvation. That stage provides Sudha Sagara, the bliss indeed. Ambar is above all these stages and chakras as Shat Chakropari Samsthita. She is called as Mahashakti in union with Mahadeva and is stated to be in the form of a coiled serpent as Kundalini, like a thin lotus stem. Mooladhara Chakra represents Prithvi, Manipura, the Jala Tattvam, Swadhisthana, the Agni Tattvam, and Hridayastha, Anahata, Marut Tattvam. The higher Vishuddhi Chakra, Akasha Tattvam, Agnya Chakram, represents Manas. We cut through all the chakras and following the Sushumna Marga or the path, reach the climatic Sahasrara, which is considered as the innermost of Sri Chakra, to enjoy the bliss in the union of Shiva and Shakti. Thus, the 6 chakras respectively are replete with the Tanmatra Rupas of Gandha, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha and Shabdha. Smell, taste, view, touch and hear. The Agnya Chakra, standing for Manas Tattva, is backed up by the 6 Jnanendriyas and 6 Karmendriyas, which are steered by Manas or mind, in turn interspersed with Trigunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Ma Shakti, on the Sahasrara 1000-petaled lotus, enables a yogi or a bhakta to perceive the Maha Yoga vision, consisting of the 25 tattvas and the union of Maheshwara and Mahadevi as the final climatic tattva, making it a grand total of 26. The key takeaway from this shloka is that each of the chakra relates to one of the 5 elements, the Agnya Chakra relating to the mind, Shakti traveling through the Sushumna Marga, unites with Shiva and is stated to be in the form of a coiled serpent as Kundalini. And finally, in the Sahasrara Padmam, Ambikai unites and resides with consort Sadashiva Parameshwara, sporting her presence in a secret manner. The corresponding namas from Lalita Sahasranamam: Moola Dharaika Nilaya. She whose principal abode is the Mooladhara. Brahma Granthi Vibhedini. She who breaks through the knot of Brahma. Manipuranta Rudita. She who emerges in the Manipura Chakra. Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. She who breaks through the knot of Vishnu. Agnya Chakrantaralastha. She who resides at the center of Agnya Chakra. Rudra Granthi Vibhedini. She who breaks through the knot of Shiva. Sahasraram Bhujarudha. She who ascends to the 1000-petaled lotus. Shat Chakropari Samsthita. She who resides above the 6 chakras. Kundalini. She who has the form of a coil. Kaulini. She who is the unification of the principles of Shiva and Shakti. This shloka can be chanted for safe return of people who have gone on a journey to obtain blessing and balance of Panchabhutas, the 5 elements, and also for Ashta Aishwaryam, 8 types of wealth. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 9 of Soundarya Lahari. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.